The sound that breaks chains. There's a sound that's powerful enough to break chains, open prisons, silence fear. And it doesn't come from strength. It comes from praise. They told him to stop preaching. They told him to quiet his voice. But Paul, the same man who once stood against Christ, now stood unshaken for him. They seized him, beat him with rods, and left him bloody in the dirt. They threw him in the darkest cell they had. His body was broken, but his spirit refused to bow. And in that midnight hour, when pain pulsed through every bruise, when chains pressed into his skin, when the world expected silence, Paul made a choice that echoed through eternity. He praised, he worshiped, and he rejoiced, not because the situation was good, but because God was good in the situation. And heaven responded and the prison shook. The foundations trembled and shackles snapped open. Doors flew wide and freedom entered a place that was built for captivity. Because praise has power. Because peace that passes understanding does not wait for circumstances to improve. It shows up in spite of them. And years later from another prison cell, with scars still writing the story on his skin, Paul penned these words from Philippians 4, verses 4 through 7. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplications with thanksgiving. Present your request to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. So when the world presses you, when life tries to chain you, and when fears try to imprison your mind, remember the man who rejoiced with blood on his back and chains on his hand. Remember the praise that broke a prison and stand and lift your voice. Rejoice not because of everything is perfect, but because of God is present. Your praise can shake foundations and your faith can open doors. Your surrender can set you free. Rejoice always, because freedom begins where fear ends. Y'all have a blessed day.